wife and son were abducted by government men. Till I turn on my old gang.
We're the U.S. government. We can do whatever we damn please.
I can't catch a break. Now, to get my family back, I'm going to have to make a visit to some very dear friends of mine.
In a world where honor is fading, and the wild frontier is dying, one man stands at the crossroads of vengeance and redemption. Red Dead Redemption, the long-awaited Hollywood adaptation of Rockstar Games' legendary story, is set to redefine the Western genre for a new generation. Directed by Christopher Nolan and starring Austin Butler as the haunted outlaw John Marston, this film brings to life the brutal beauty, moral chaos, and emotional depth of America's last days of the Wild West. The story begins in 1911, a time when the age of the gunslinger is nearly over. Steam trains, telegrams, and the government's iron grip are replacing the freedom of the frontier. John Marston, once part of the notorious Van der Linde gang, has left his outlaw life behind to live in peace with his wife Abigail and their young son Jack. But peace never comes easily to those with blood on their hands. When federal agents capture his family, John is forced back into the saddle with one grim choice: hunt down the men he once called brothers, or lose everything he loves. With his signature hat pulled low and revolver at his side, Marston sets out across the vast and untamed West. From the dusty plains of New Austin to the deadly borderlands of Nuevo Paraíso, he faces bounty hunters, bandits, and ghosts from his past. Every bullet he fires, every outlaw he confronts, takes him closer to the redemption he seeks, and the damnation he cannot escape. Austin Butler delivers a raw, powerful performance as Marston, a man torn between the sins of his past and the hope of a peaceful future. His eyes carry the weight of regret, his voice the pain of a man who knows he cannot undo what's been done. Alongside him, Pedro Pascal stars as Dutch Van der Linde, the charismatic leader turned mad prophet, whose dream of freedom collapses into blood and betrayal. Their relationship drives the heart of the story, a tragic bond between mentor and student, built on ideals but destroyed by violence and pride. The film captures the rugged beauty of the Wild West with breathtaking realism. Shot across the deserts of Arizona and the high plains of Montana, every frame feels alive. The whistling wind through canyon walls, the crackling campfires under a blanket of stars, and the lonely cry of an eagle soaring over endless plains. Cinematographer Roger Deakins transforms the frontier into both a paradise and a prison, reflecting Marston's inner battle, the struggle between freedom and fate. But Red Dead Redemption is not just a tale of gunfights and vengeance, it's a story about the cost of change. The rise of civilization comes with the death of the old world. The outlaws, once legends of the frontier, become relics of a time the world no longer wants. As trains replace horses and law replaces chaos, Marston must decide whether he can truly belong in a world built on the ashes of the one he helped destroy. The film's emotional core reaches its peak in the final act, as Marston faces the last of his former gang, and the truth about himself. He's hunted by the very government he served, betrayed by the same system he tried to appease. The closing moments are cinematic poetry, Marston, standing before his old barn, choosing to face his past rather than run from it. As the soldiers close in, he draws his gun one last time, not out of rage but out of honor. The sound fades, the gunfire echoes, and silence falls over the plains. The ending leaves audiences breathless, a powerful reminder that redemption, in the end, demands sacrifice. Red Dead Redemption is more than a western. It's a reflection on the human spirit, the inevitability of change, and the price of doing what's right in a world that punishes those who try. With its haunting score by Hans Zimmer, its rich storytelling, and unforgettable performances, this film promises to be a landmark moment in Hollywood cinema. When the dust settles, and the echoes of gunfire fade, one truth remains: legends never die. They simply ride into the sunset. Fire, Red Dead Redemption, coming soon. Justice is a bullet. Redemption is the cost.